Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Jumpa kembali dengan Pegawai Education dalam perjalanan pembelajaran tentang pengertian dan pentingnya kimia hijau. Kimia hijau bukan sekedar sebuah konsep, melainkan sebuah komitmen untuk mewujudkan perubahan positif dalam dunia kimia. Dalam eksplorasi ini kita akan memahami secara mendalam konsep kimia hijau, menjelajahi betapa pentingnya adopsi praktik-praktik ini dalam kehidupan sehari-hari, dan merenungkan dampaknya yang positif terhadap masa depan lingkungan dan manusia serta pembelajaran kimia. Selamat menikmati perjalanan edukasi ini. Ikuti penjelasan di video ini sampai selesai agar tidak gagal paham. Kimia hijau atau green chemistry merupakan pendekatan inovatif dalam dunia kimia yang bertujuan untuk mengurangi dampak negatif terhadap lingkungan dan manusia.
To me means designing the materials and the chemicals that we will use in the future that are better for human health, that are better for our environment as a whole, and that will help us to design an efficient planet where we utilize everything in sort of a circular way so that everyone's lives will be better.
Lebih dari sekadar metode atau teknologi, kimia hijau menciptakan paradigma baru di mana kesadaran terhadap dampak lingkungan menjadi pusat dari setiap kebutuhan dan inovasi.
Green chemistry is a fundamental approach to developing chemical products in a very safe, environmentally friendly way. Examples of that would be to make let's say, a drug product without using ingredients that are toxic, constituents that are toxic, or solvents that are toxic. And green engineering, I think, refers more specifically to the methods employed.
Chemistry is something that EPA is advancing both by engaging with the outside world, giving grants, engaging on education, industrial partnerships, but also in research that goes on right at EPA lab.
Dengan fokus pada keberlanjutan, keamanan, dan efisiensi, kimia hijau bukan hanya tentang mengurangi kerusakan, tetapi juga membuka pintu menuju penciptaan solusi yang lebih baik dan lebih ramah lingkungan.
Years or more, chemists have been finding out ways to put together new molecules. And they've done it in a way that have achieved astounding things. Now, with all of those accomplishments, there's been one piece that's kind of been missing. And that piece is ensuring that while we achieve those goals, we also don't cause harm to human health and the environment. That's what green chemistry is all about.
Mengapa kimia hijau menjadi penting? Kita sekarang ini menjadi paham tentang akibat yang ditimbulkan dari kegiatan kita dalam proses kimia sepanjang kurun waktu ini.
As global income rises, our need for modern products relying on chemicals is also growing. Thanks to them, we can heat and power our homes, buy clothing, and access telecommunication, media, and music. This is good for the global economy, but chemicals may affect human health and the environment if not properly managed. In 2016, the European Environment Agency estimated 62% of chemicals consumed in Europe were hazardous to health. The same year, the World Health Organization claimed certain chemicals could have impacted the health of over 1.6 million people and contributed to many deaths. Chemicals also affect the world around us. Chemical fertilizers are threatening pollinators like bees. Phosphorus and nitrogen used in agriculture wash into rivers and oceans. Too many nutrients cause algal blooms which steal the oxygen, leading to ocean dead zones. These blooms also affect wildlife, including shellfish, which when eaten can make us ill. Experts say the question is not whether chemicals are necessary, they are, but rather which chemicals and processes will be needed for a more sustainable future. Green chemistry promotes the use of chemicals from renewable sources like plants and electrochemistry to create gases like hydrogen for use as a fuel. Green chemicals should be designed to be non-toxic and to degrade easily and rapidly. Professor Walter Leitner has some suggestions.
Nature is the inspiration here in many ways. In particular, if we think about the raw materials that we can use, CO2 and water and energy from the sun like nature does, but then not try to mimic the very complex mechanism that nature uses in photosynthesis, but come up with really efficient technologies that we can set in an industrial setting.
In 2002, world leaders agreed to minimize adverse impacts of chemicals and waste by 2020. But these targets won't be met, so the UN has renewed its call for urgent action against chemical pollution. Increased consumer demand for greener and more sustainable products suggests there's an opportunity for both sides.
Pentingnya kimia hijau tidak hanya tercermin dalam perlindungan lingkungan, tetapi juga dalam kontribusinya terhadap kesehatan manusia dan kemajuan teknologi.
Years from now, I believe all of the materials on our vehicles will be environmentally positive, will be lighter in weight, we will use things much more efficiently, and it will be a better world.
Inilah esensi sejati dari kimia hijau, mengubah pandangan kita terhadap kimia menjadi suatu daya dorong positif untuk keberlangsungan planet ini.
All chemistry will be green, so there won't be any need to mention green chemistry from non-green chemistry. That's what I would like to see, and I think it is possible. I'm a little surprised it hasn't caught on more quickly, but it has caught on. It requires a paradigm change. Old habits are hard to break.
Dalam kesimpulannya, kimia hijau membuka jalan menuju masa depan yang berkelanjutan dan aman. Melalui pendekatan inovatif ini, kita dapat merancang proses kimia yang lebih efisien, mengurangi limbah berbahaya, dan menggunakan bahan-bahan yang lebih ramah lingkungan, sehingga membuat lingkungan sekitar kita aman dan sehat. Mari bersama-sama menjelajahi dan menerapkan kimia hijau sebagai tonggak menuju keberlanjutan yang lebih baik bagi kita semua. Semoga bermanfaat. Selamat berjumpa kembali di video pembelajaran lainnya, dan wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.